Hi, this is Mark Phillips with Real Talk on Real Estate. Today's episode, we're going to talk about what happens when you get ready to list your home with me. Or in this case, we're going to talk about the pre-listing inspection and walkthrough, or how to get the most money for your home when you get ready to sell it. When we come back, I'll describe these steps in detail. All right, welcome back to Real Talk on Real Estate. We're talking about listing your home. One of the first things I do when I get ready to list your home is I'm going to come over and have an appointment with you. We're going to go over a listing agreement and all kinds of other paperwork. But as I walk in your home, the first thing I'm going to do is I want to walk through your home without you. I want to see it through the eyes of the buyer. So the first thing I do when I pull up to your home, the very first thing I'm going to look at is curb appeal. Now, naturally, when it goes on the MLS, you can have all the photos. I'll have professionally done photos and everything else taken of your home. We'll have it staged. Everything will look very pretty, but it still doesn't substitute for a potential buyer's first visit to your house. So the first thing you're going to see when they come to your house is your house. They're going to pull up to the front. Curb appeal is the utmost importance in the home. You can turn a buyer off literally before they ever get out of their car by having bad curb appeal. So landscaping cleaned up, bushes trimmed, trees trimmed, some strategically placed flower pots around the front of your house, paint good, fascia not rotted out, the roof looks good, no clutter on the roof. Even something as simple as painting your front door and changing a doorknob out can have a big impact on the buyer's first impression. Next thing, as I mentioned, landscaping, things like that. We want to make sure that it looks clean, that it's manageable, but still has some appeal to the eye. We want to make it look fresh and inviting to them. Next thing, as soon as they walk in the door, the first thing they're going to notice is any smells. Do you have pets? Cats, dogs? Buyers notice this. Whether or not they're pet owners or not, they're going to notice right off the bat whether or not your house is clean and kept up and whether or not you've got any lingering pet odors around. So if you have cats, clean the litter boxes, potentially put the litter boxes outside. Maybe put your cats in a boarding facility for the first time walkthrough, something like that. Dogs, you want to make sure that your couches, if you let your pets on your furniture, that they're clean, vacuumed, everything's good with that. Maybe a lot of people, they go crazy with Febreze and some other scent things. I've got to tell you, a lot of buyers come through a house. I've seen it in open houses I've been at before where listing agents, they'll put Febreze plugins in the wall so it's got that fresh smell. I've had clients walk into an open house and turn around and literally walk out the door because of the smell. A lot of people are allergic and chemically sensitive to external smells, chemicals, fresheners, stuff like that. So be very careful about what you use because you can turn somebody off just by trying to make it smell better by using something that's over the top and overpowering. Again, carpets. You want to have them vacuum cleaned if you can. If there's anything on them whatsoever, pet smells, stains, anything, you want to have them all cleaned up. Interior paint. You want to have everything painted in the house if you can. Big things. When I walk through a house, the first thing I do is I walk through all of the rooms. The first thing I notice is the baseboards. Why do I notice the baseboards? Because as a husband, I do the vacuuming. And I have a tendency to manhandle the vacuum and bump the crap out of the baseboards. So if you've got nicks and scuffs on baseboards and stuff, me coming through with a buyer's eye, I'm going to look at the baseboards. So touch-up paint on the baseboards can help tremendously in taking away those things. Again, as I walk through the house, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to eliminate every possible ooh that a buyer may have. I'm trying to eliminate all those things off the bat so that there's nothing sticking in their mind that's going to affect their view of your home negatively based on a bunch of little things that add up. Again, baseboards, deep clean bathrooms. Can't express that enough. Sometimes in Arizona especially, we have very hard water. At my own home, we get water rings, calcium rings, where the water evaporates around the toilet. It takes a pumice stone to get those out. So something as simple as just running some toilet cleaner through there isn't necessarily enough. Get rid of the toilet rings that are in there just from the calcium. It's not bad housekeeping or anything. It's just the fact that we live in a desert and we've got high mineral contents in our waters. New furnace filters. Very imperative that you change the furnace filters out. Clean the ducts and the vents in all of the homes so that there's no dust on them. First thing I do when I walk in a home is I walk down the hallways, I'll look up and I'll look at the furnace filters. If they're clean, then I get a good impression of the house. If they're filthy and caked with dust, then it tells me that the homeowner doesn't really take care of their house very much. Another thing in the kitchen, cooking smells. Depending on, I'm a lover of garlic. We cook tons with garlic in our home. People walk into our home and they go, wow, what are you cooking? Because I can smell garlic. Cooking smells. Ethnic dishes that you may like and enjoy may not appeal to somebody else. So making sure that smells from cooking and everything else, wiping down walls and cabinets can help tremendously. Deodorizing the garbage disposal, very important. One of the things I do is I run ice cubes down my garbage disposal. Number one, they're solid and it helps break up the crust in the garbage disposal, and I will also run baking soda down it as well. You can get some over-the-counter cleaning solutions and stuff that you can put in there to help it, but garbage disposal is another big thing. Garbage cans in the kitchen. If you have a garbage can that sits out, you want to scrub the crap out of that thing, make sure that there's no trash in there. Anytime you're going to be showing the home or you're going to be away and you're going to allow agents to bring people into your home, you want to make sure that there's no trash left in the trash can in the house. Something as simple as a banana smell in the house can really detract from the overall experience of the house. Declutter everything. You want to depersonalize everything. Remove all personal photos. The refrigerator, okay? It's great to have little kids' photos and pictures and stuff that they did in first and second grade. Get rid of that crap off the refrigerator. Have very minimal things setting out on the counter. Same thing with the bedrooms, bathrooms. I realize that you're living in the house still. Clean off the bathroom counters. Take the makeup, put it away. Clean everything off so that it looks presentable, like it's staged, all right? Minimal stuff on the counters. It's okay to have a toothbrush container out there, but not hair dryers and curling irons and mascara and everything else. Get rid of that. Same thing with guys with shavers, razors, shaving cream, things like that. Deodorants, get rid of them all off the counters. Some of the other things you can do is, as far as closets, what I tell my clients is, basically, you're going to be ready to move. I want them to take everything out of their closet except what they would normally take on a 2 or 3 day vacation to Vegas. So I want minimal amount of clothes in the closet. I don't want them packed out with all kinds of clothes. You want to have it so that people can see that, yeah, this is a closet and holds clothes, but you don't want it stuffed. You want to make it look presentable to them. And so minimizing the amount of clothes that you have in there is imperative. Exterior of their home. If the home, both the roof and the exterior walls of the home, if you can afford to have the roof conditioned, fixed, any minor issues up there like that, great. Exterior painting, same thing with interior painting. If you can afford to do that ahead of time, nice neutral colors are great to do. That is one less thing that a buyer has to worry about when they, if they buy your home, that they're gonna have to worry about catching up on after they buy it. Washing, just something as simple as washing the exterior of the home down to get rid of spider webs and things like that. Mud splatters from rain or anything like that. Windows. Windows are huge. You want to have somebody come out, if you can't do it, professionally clean your windows and your screens. Imperative that you have your screens clean. That is one of the big things, is that we wash the windows, but we never wash the screens. In Arizona, the screens get covered with filth and dust all the time, so you have to be cognizant of that. So you want to kind of remove, clean those when you're cleaning the windows. If you have solar screens on your windows, you typically want to remove those sunscreens off there so that people can see outside. Solar screens are meant to shade your house from incoming solar radiation, and it blocks out up to 70% or more of the radiation. You want to take those out so that the guests coming through your home can actually see what the outside looks like. Dry rotted trim around the fascia boards and stuff on your roof. If you've got those, repair them. Take the time to get that fixed. Repair it, repaint it, anything like that. Weeds, landscaping. You want to make it so that it looks presentable. You don't have to completely redo your whole yard, but you want to make it so that when somebody comes out, they don't see piles of weeds and dead bushes and everything like that, so that they they kind of understand that, you know, you're taking care of their home. If you have things that are eyesores, that's going to reflect negatively on you for the rest of your home. So you want to give everybody that's coming through your home a good impression on that. Lastly, a list of upgrades and costs and dates. If you've done bathroom remodels, if you've done kitchen updates, new countertops, windows, double pane windows, energy efficient windows, anything like that, I need a list of those and I need the dates, because when we price your home to sell, once we price it, we also have to, the person buying the home, the buyer, will have their lender. Their lender is going to order an appraisal. The appraiser is going to come into the home and evaluate the home based on the features of the home and other homes around there and how it's going to sell. If you've done upgrades, I need a list of those upgrades, what the cost of those were, and the dates that they were performed, because I'm going to meet the appraiser at the house and I'm going to hand them a packet of how I reached my listing price for your home. Along with that, I'm going to tell them all of the upgrades that you've done to the home so that they know and they don't have to guess. A lot of agents don't do this. I've had good success in meeting the appraisers at the home, handing them the packet. They don't have to look at it, but I let them know this is how I achieved the pricing, list pricing of this home, and here's a list of upgrades so that they don't have to go and dig on it. So if you've got receipts, pricing, dates and stuff, that helps tremendously in helping establish the value of your home. The next thing that I'm going to ask you to do is the SPUDS, the Seller Property Disclosure Statement. I'm going to leave that with you. It's a handwritten form. It's about 8 pages long. You're going to go through and you're going to fill out every known defect in your house. Have you had scorpions? Has there been a water leak? Has there been a roof leak? Have you had plumbing issues? Termites? Any of those things you must disclose on the SPUDS, the Seller Property Disclosure Statement, to the new buyers. It's required by law. If you lie on that SPUDS, somebody moves into your home and they find something that was a latent defect, something that was there that you did not disclose, they can take legal action against you. So you need to be very honest on your SPUDS. Have there been scorpions? Do you have it treated? How often do you have it treated? Water leaks, plumbing leaks, anything, electrical issues, you need to come clean on the SPUDS, because they can come back after they buy the home and actually bring charges against you and recover monetary damages if you've lied about anything on that. The next thing is, once we establish the price, everything else is ready. The home, you've completed all the upgrades that I suggest. Doesn't have to be massive, just things cleaning up, making the windows clean, some of the things we've already discussed. Once you have all that done, then the listing goes live. So basically we want to prepare for that date. So if it takes you 6 weeks to do the landscaping, trim the trees, do some painting, do some minor fixes, fix some faucets in the bathroom that are leaking, basically, again, I want to take away every possible objection that a buyer would have walking through the house, so that they see the house and they don't see what I call the warts, all right? I don't want them to call our baby ugly. I want them to come through and see this as their home. Doing that, we're going to have the best chance of getting a very quick offer, potentially multiple offers, and get list price, if not more than list price. So if you have any questions about this video or anything else dealing with real estate, please let me know. Email me, text me. There's information on the video here, how to get a hold of me, call me. If there's anything that you would like to see future videos done on, please let me know. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We'll be doing more of these videos as time goes on. So I hope you enjoyed this, and have a great day. Again, Mark Phillips, Real Talk on Real Estate, and we'll see you again on the next time around. Thanks.